My experience with acting is I'm so ashamed of the parts that I've done in the past.
The truth about Jennette McCurdy not returning for iCarly Reboot. Wake up, citizens of my country, for the iCarly resurgence is here. And if you're also wondering, what is an iCarly? You're not alone. Let us explain what all the hoopla is all about. Also, why isn't Sam, the most important character, included in the revival?
How many more thousands of people can view it by then? All right, look, before you get all freaked out.
But hey, before we go on with our video, hit that subscribe button to watch more videos like this one. Now let's get going.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. How would you feel knowing that you could pay every bill you have right now as well as any future bills that come in? Commission Hero is a proven system that has helped over 8,000 people earn upwards of $1,000 a day or more. The best part is that there is zero experience needed to get started. In this free training, Robbie Blanchard and his team will teach you the top 3 secrets to how and why this system works, and how it can also work for you. Join the thousands of people who have found success and financial freedom using Commission Hero. Right now, the first 100 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now let's get back to the video.
Introduction. The hit Nickelodeon comedy, which debuted in 2007, was created by Dan Schneider and recently returned to Paramount over a decade after the original season ended. Miranda Cosgrove returns to her role as webcast influencer Carly Shay, but this time she'll be dealing with adulthood with cast members from the past, including Jerry Traynor and Nathan Kress. What was the idea of the original iCarly? Carly, an 8th grader at the time, was living in a Seattle apartment with her 26-year-old law school dropout turned artist brother, Spencer, who's played by Traynor, who was their legal guardian while their father was in the Air Force. Carly started a viral weekly web program called iCarly with her gritty but adorable best friend, Sam Puckett, who was played by Jennette McCurdy, and nerdy obsessive neighbor, Freddie Benson. After a stay in detention when he was forced to attend talent show auditions, Freddie is played by Kress. Shay and her pals were followed on their journey to influencer status, combining puberty with the ups and downs of being an internet celebrity. The Emmy-nominated sitcom, which included young guest stars such as One Direction and American Idol runner-up David Archuleta, ran for 6 seasons before ending in 2012.
Fantastic. Gorgeous.
What has the cast been up to since the finale of iCarly? Megan, Cosgrove's breakout Nickelodeon character, was the mischievous, brilliant little sister on Drake and Josh, to which she pays homage in the adaptation. Sam, McCurdy's character, appeared in the Nickelodeon spin-off Sam and Cat, opposite Ariana Grande, who played Cat Valentine, the scatterbrained redhead from the network's Victorious series, although the show only lasted a year. The cast of iCarly went in diversive directions after the show ended. Margot in the Despicable Me franchise was voiced by Cosgrove, who studied psychology at USC. Kress launched a podcast called Radioactive Dads to talk about his growing family and parenting. Traynor remained a Nickelodeon regular, appearing on several series including Wendell and Vinny and Tough Puppy. McCurdy's character was known for her butter socks, snarky one-liners, and obvious contempt for authority. And she will not be reprising her role in the new show. In a February 2021 edition of her podcast, Fish Out of Water, that she stopped acting a few years ago because it was not her original plan to even become an actor. McCurdy has described her acting career as hellish on other podcasts, empty inside, referring to both the pressures of the industry in general and the particular toxicity of the situations that I was in.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Do you want to learn the secret of improving all aspects of your life and unlocking what you're really capable of? The legendary Bob Proctor spent over 57 years learning this one thing and is hosting a free webinar where he reveals what he's learned and what actually works. He'll teach you the law of compensation, a secret only the mega wealthy know of but not taught in our educational system, and the impression of increase, the law of laws that will increase areas in all aspects of your life, whether it be in health, relationships, or wealth. Right now, the first 200 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now, let's get back to the video.
Why is Jennette not returning to the show? Former iCarly fans are anticipating the premiere of the relaunched show on Paramount+, but one performer is unlikely to reprise her role. Jennette McCurdy, who portrayed Sam Puckett on the Nickelodeon show, has announced her retirement from the industry Jennette revealed on a recent edition of her podcast, Empty Inside, that she made the decision to quit the entertainment industry some years ago, according to E! News. She remarked on the show, "I quit a few years ago because I didn't want to do it at first." Jennette even explained, "My mother placed me in it when I was 6 years old. By the time I was 10 or 11 years old, I was the major financial support for my family. My family didn't have a lot of money, so this was a way out for me, which I believe was beneficial in propelling me to some kind of success." She admitted that acting was tough for her and that she suffered a lot during the audition process. She was always apprehensive, and while she was able to overcome it, the death of her mother subsequently changed her ambitions. With her passing, a lot of her ideals for my life went with her, and it was its own trip. It was a terrible one, she added. Jennette then went on to talk about her embarrassment about much of her Nickelodeon background. She was a cast member of iCarly from 2012 to 2017, and her character was given a spin-off series, Sam and Cat, with Ariana Grande. "I'm so embarrassed by the roles I played in the past. I despise my job in a lot of ways," she said. "I felt so unsatisfied by the characters I performed, and it was the most cliched, humiliating experience I've ever had. I went on to programs from the age of 13 to 21, and at the age of 15, I was already embarrassed." She expressed her gratitude for getting acknowledged for her parts by stating, "Oh nice, you're on this Nickelodeon program. My 15-year-old peers don't say. It was humiliating. And I suppose that acting is a whole different experience if you're proud of your parts and feel pleased by them." She didn't totally rule out a comeback to acting in the future, although she did admit it would take some time. "I feel like I've had a vision and a point of view. In a few years, we'll see where things are," she added. Reaction to the news. Jennette's decision to take a break from performing comes as iCarly gears up for its second season. Miranda Cosgrove, Carly, Nathan Kress, Freddie, and Jerry Trainer, all from the original cast, will star in the series. There's no news on a release date, but the trio appeared in a teaser video recently. Jennette's choice not to participate in the relaunch for the time being was discussed on a recent episode of Nathan Kress's podcast, Radioactive Dads. He stated, "I believe it's simply a personal decision, and where she's at and what she wants to accomplish. I believe her main concentration has been on content production, such as her successful podcast, writing, directing, and producing. That appears to be the whole center of her attention. And I think, this is just speculation, that because she previously had a spin-off series with Sam and Cat, she could feel like she got 60, 70 more episodes out of the character than we did, and that she simply feels like her role is finished."
I'm really melanated. Later. Nice meeting you.
What's new about the season? Carly, a successful college graduate, lives with her best friend Harper in this 13-episode Paramount Plus comedy, which is directed by Jake Hogan from The Simpsons and Ali Schoten, Champions, and Lacey Mosley. Freddie is twice divorced and forced to move back in across the hall with his mother after his tech startup fails. Big brother Spencer has become wealthy through accidental art world fame. Carly, who has worked in television and radio since the conclusion of the first series, decides to relaunch the online show for her roaring 20s in the inaugural episode. Is there anything else to look forward to? Because it's been 10 years, the revived series will feature sexual scenarios and is not especially for youngsters, according to the press release. So are you excited for the new show? How did you react when you found out Sam won't be part of it? Also, what did you think of today's video and the show coming back? Don't forget to tell us in the comments section below, and also leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos.